Hello everybody, welcome back. Today is going to be a winter Pinterest outfit video. I am recovering from a cold, so I apologize if my voice sounds a little bit weird. As always, I've just taken photos off Pinterest and I'm just using them for inspiration just to figure out how to do something different with my closet. I'm actually going away to Whistler this long weekend and I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to bring in that video, but I'm also going to use this as some inspiration on how I should style myself for the cold weather. By the way, for those who don't know, Whistler is like a really popular place for Vancouver people to go. Lots of Australian people go there and other people around the world, but it is just a kind of mountain cold winter town up north a little bit further from Vancouver. So this first outfit I was actually going to do with the black long sleeve, but I couldn't find my black long sleeve for whatever reason, so I'm just going to use this black sweater, which is just as cute. You guys have definitely seen this jacket in previous videos. It's from Princess Polly, and these black pumps are just from Vince Camuto. I love this outfit. I think it's very basic and simple while still looking a little bit dressed up. I will say for like a very cold town or place, this wouldn't be the outfit. I don't think it would be super warm, especially with the pumps, but I love it for like a colder night out where you're not going anywhere too fancy but you just want to look that little extra presentable. This next one is a very similar vibe. I've just switched out the jeans and switched out the coat. Like I said, most of the stuff that I'm wearing I've already worn before in videos, but the whole point is to like mix up your wardrobe with the same things that you have rather than going out and spending money and getting new things. Especially for the winter, I feel like you can just have staples that you throw into different rotations, especially with expensive sweaters and expensive coats. You don't want to be going out and buying new things all the time. I've definitely mentioned this trench coat before, but it's definitely a must buy. I use it all the time. If I had to give up all my coats and only go down to one, this would be the one that I would choose because it's super warm, it's super versatile, it goes with everything. It's just a great purchase. So when I was originally picking photos for this video, I just really liked this photo and I liked this outfit, but I actually don't have anything very similar to it. So I'm gonna show like a few little options that I was inspired by because of it. So this one is just a very matching simple outfit. So I've got the black sweater on again and then a black skirt with some high boots. So that's kind of the inspiration I got from this. And then I think I would put my trench coat on top of it all, and I would definitely add some layers to just kind of liven up the outfit a little bit. I do like that the boots are the burgundy red color, so that at least gives it some texture and some different color going on. Just adding this little velvet purse to the look just to give it a little something else. I feel like I haven't accessorized a lot of these outfits, so I just wanted to add something to this one. So for the start of this outfit, I'm just going to go very basic. I'm wearing all black with the black jeans and the black trench coat, and then I'm going to add a scarf, and I'm gonna add this hat because my scarf now has blue specks in it, and then I just have this black purse that I thrifted, so I'm gonna add that to the look, and that'll be it. For the shoes, I've just put on some Uggs. I think having a pair of Uggs, whatever kind you prefer, is a great option to have, especially in a winter town, because they are very easy to slip on, they kind of go with everything, and they're very comfy for the most part. You can kind of get away with styling them with some fancy stuff. Obviously, I wouldn't wear them on a super fancy day out, but to me, they very much match the vibe of like a wintry, snowy town. Okay, so I know in this one, she's wearing, I think it's called a bershka. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I think that's what it's called, but there is a word for it and it starts with a B. I'm not going to do it just because I think you need a much longer scarf for it, so I'm just going to do a regular scarf. I do want to get a longer, bigger scarf, and I think that's more what I would use to try that look out. I've seen a lot of the New York girlies, the European girlies doing it, and I think it's a great multi-purpose style item because my ears definitely get cold sometimes, so it'd be nice to learn how to do it properly and then use that as a tool for styling but also for warmth. And then I paired it with the pumps, but you could definitely, I think you could wear the Uggs with this outfit as well if you wanted something a little bit more realistic. I'm just trying to tuck my hair in because sometimes I like my hair in when I'm wearing a scarf. So I did try a very similar look with the Uggs, and I think that with this outfit you can't wear Uggs. The Uggs just give it too much of like a chaotic, messy, rolled out of bed feel, but the Pinterest photo uses New Balance sneakers, so I thought I would try mine. These gray socks are very baggy, so I think it might look better with a bit more of a tailored pair of pants. I don't absolutely hate it, but I do think it's more on like the streetwear grungy side of style, so it kind of depends where your style lies. I don't think it's like the cleanest look ever, if that makes sense, but I don't hate it. The whole point of the video is to like look at your clothes in a different way and maybe do something you wouldn't normally do. So I'm gonna roll with this one and you guys let me know what you think about it. I do not love the puffer with this sweater. I think it works in the photo because there's like maybe more of a high neck sweater, so might be more of a tight fitting sweater with something like this. So I'm gonna kind of play around with that idea. I don't really have a super tight fitting one, but like a cropped tight fitting one would be cute. This doesn't really make it super cropped or tight fitting, but you get the idea. I'm gonna show you guys just the outfit without the coat. This one is a little bit of a miss for me. I think I don't have the clothes that like fit each other properly, like they're not the right cuts, but hopefully you get an idea from this. This one's very similar to the last one, but we're gonna try it out. If you guys have seen my past videos, you know I love a pop of red, so I do gravitate towards this a lot more. I think there's a lot more going on and to look at in this outfit. Still not my favorite. I think it's just maybe the fit of the pants, so maybe a different style fit for this outfit. I always find this like collared look on Pinterest, and I don't personally do it myself in like my daily life for whatever reason. Honestly, probably just because I'm lazy and I don't want to put 2 shirts on in the morning, which sounds ridiculous, but it's true. But I do always think it's a really fun look, and it's definitely something very different that I wouldn't normally do. I've picked a color shirt that like has a pattern on it, so it's a little bit of a contrast from the black sweater, but I also think it's really cool to do a different color like the blue in the photo. To me, this gives off a little bit more of a boyish look the way I've styled it, but you could definitely do it up so that it's less boyish. I'm actually going to show you guys the 2 options. This is a more boyish look, and then I'm going to pair it with a more girlish pair of jeans. Okay, and then I've just switched it out with my blue jeans, and I'm going to put my red boots on over top. I actually quite surprisingly like the boyish look a little bit more, but I do think this look gives it a bit more like color and contrast. This one is a little bit out there. I've definitely done something very similar to this before. Hot pants are really popular right now, and I don't have an exact pair of hot pants, but I have a pair that's very similar that I use as hot pants from White Fox. It seems really weird to wear shorts in the winter, but you can definitely do it if you have the tights from Amazon that are like fleece lined. They're almost like leggings, so you can definitely get away with it, like you're all covered, but you're still very warm while technically wearing shorts. I actually bought these boots because of It's Yuyeon, which I believe is how you say her name, and this is her Instagram post. I love the way she's like paired the colors here. I don't think I quite have that going on. I would maybe choose a white scarf or maybe a black sweater instead. I'm gonna play around with that idea in 1 second. So I'm definitely thinking this kind of vibe goes better together because you've got the blue and the black and the gray, and this has like a little bit of blue in it, which is probably hard to see, and actually a little bit of yellow and like black and gray, so I think the color just matches better here. This next one was a last minute ad, and it's definitely very like resort winter town themed. I think with resort towns I always see lots of big fur coats, lots of like more extravagant warm clothing. Obviously this cut for the fur coat is definitely more conservative and like set in its time. I hope this video gave you guys some inspiration on how to get through the rest of your winter outfits for the season. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.